Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today we got something a little out of the ordinary, like the world's coming to an end. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look what we have. We have snow. We ended up getting 8 inches, but we're going to check that and make sure that we're right. But first, we got to clean my truck off. So we're going to go out here with our trusty broom and clean my truck off. Had to charge my battery last night. The old lady come out here and shoveled it up a little bit. Wasn't that nice of her? Right there's what we got. 8 inches worth. Let's see here. Yep, that looks like about 8 inches. Anyway, let's go out here and clean my truck off. And we'll clean you off a spot here. There we go. I hope y'all don't slide off of there. So we're going to take and clean the truck off. Must have got warm and then cold because we got ice on it, sheet of ice on it. So now we're going to start it up and get it warmed up. But first I got to check, make sure my cords ain't in my fan on my charger. Well guys, I think I've done ruined my battery. This is a brand new battery I just got last year. It's a Die-Hard. And if you look, that thing's still saying charging. I've had that on charge since about 5 or 6 o'clock yesterday. And for some reason, it should be green by now. This green light here should be on by now. But for some reason, it's not. So I'm wondering if I ain't already fried that battery. The routine has been that I don't drive it very often, and by the time I go to drive it again, my battery's dead, and that's happened probably 12 times already, if not more, and I have a feeling it's done cooked the battery. So we're going to try to start it up and see what happens. I'm telling you, that battery wasn't cheap either. Crazy, man. Something's draining the battery on this thing. I don't know what it is, but something's draining it. Alright, let's start this bad boy up. Yep. Alright, all I'm getting is clicking. So we're going to have to, I think that battery's cooked. like I need to spend more money on this truck. So we've got our jump starter, so we'll hook that up. And get this thing started. Either that or my chargers finally went bad. I've had that charger for a long time. Alright, we're going to try this again. The day in the life of Bob. My windshield wipers act like they don't want to work anymore either. Wow, man. This thing is definitely cold. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. Can't drift start it. I just charged this thing up, so it should be working. I got another battery, 2 batteries in the shop. Oh my God. This is what I have to deal with this truck all the time. Yeah, it's just not wanting to turn over. And like I said, that thing's been on charge all night. Normally it would be already charged up. I guess this one went dead too. Well, guess I'm gonna have to go get my other battery. My finger's already frozen. I ain't been out here more than 10 minutes. My radio keeps coming back on. Yep. Well, let me regroup and see what we can do. I guess I'll go in there and get one of them batteries and jump start it with the battery, because my jump starter apparently cold too. It jump started yesterday and I ran it for a little bit, and I left it in the truck. I probably should have put it in the shop so it'd stay warm, but we'll take that jump starter in and plug it back up. I ain't none too sure it ain't bad either, because yesterday it was low, showed the orange light, and it wasn't on 5 minutes and it was showing charged, so it may even be bad too. So I'm gonna disconnect this, take it in and see if we can't figure out what's going on with it. This has been my lifesaver here, but apparently it's not. It's done saving my life. So we're gonna go. Man, my fingertips are cold. So let's go in the shop here and regroup. Got icicles all over the place. Well, we got heat in here, and we added a new light above the vise and brightened it up in here a little bit. So let me put you all on the bench here, and we'll go ahead and turn on all the lights. get ourselves situated here. Whew, my fingertips are cold. Cold out there. 35 degrees. 38 degrees, I think, something like that. And we have light. We have life. Alright. Let's plug this bad boy up and see what the deal is. Yeah, see now it's saying charging. My batteries are buried too, man. We'll be back when we get the battery situation taken care of. Well guys, I got this Autocraft Silver. It's 410 cold cranking amps, and it's reading 12 something. Yeah, we got 1263, and this one we've got 1142. So basically what I'm going to do is take my jumper cables here out. I'm going to tell you, this is one of the most aggravating things I ever have to deal with, and this is on a daily basis, simply because I don't have no place to go, and my truck don't get run very often, and it'll sit there and die over a week. I just had it running the other day. Went down to the trash dumpster, and oh my God, my jumper cables ain't all the greatest in the world. They're a piece of junk also, but they're still working. So we're going to take this out and jump start it, and I guess we're going to find out what's going on with that battery. Put that on my shoulder, and we'll take this out to the truck. Always something to ruin my day. You know, normal person goes outside, they stick the key in, they start their vehicle up, but this is what I got to do. I either got to do this, or I got to pump up a tar, and even that's getting aggravating. I just got these tires on eBay probably just a hair less than a year ago, and every time I turn around I've got to pump this tire up on this side. So this will drive anybody nuts to have to do this every single time you start your vehicle. Just about every time I have to do this. It's aggravating, man. So let's try it again. You know, when I first walked out here, I was actually pretty tickled to come out here to the snow, but I ain't none too sure now. It's aggravating, man. Oh wow, it won't even jump start with the battery, man. I'm getting mad. That's what I'm doing. That's worse. I wonder if my damn solenoid is freaking stuck. That's a new one too. I just put that on there like 4 months ago. Well, that seems to be working. I don't know, man. I guess that battery's bad too. How that? Them jumper cables ain't worth a damn dog's piss. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to get this started. I can't mess around with this camera. It's getting dark on me. Well guys, we got a bad battery. Tested it with this tester and it's showing bad, but I'm going to try to charge it and see if it changes anything, which I'm seriously doubting. I think I've just finally killed it. This battery is not very old. I just got it not long ago at Sears, so I'm hoping it's still under warranty. So I'm going to try to contact Sears and see if I can have them test it and give me a new battery. Sears is pretty good at honoring their stuff. But, I mean, it's sparking like it's fully charged, but I'll show you what we got here on the reading. If you guys can see it, we'll move this coffee out of the way here and put you guys down here. I'm hoping that it's just reading bad because it needs charged. But to start off with, I'll show you what I've got going on here as far as what it's reading on the fluke meter. We're reading 11.80. Alright. Now if I put this on there, and test it, right now it's showing same thing the fluke meter said. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's right in the bad. So I went and tested this battery, which is only a what was the cold cranking amps on that? Oh, 590 cold cranking amps, and that one is reading 12 volt, and it jumps down there to below, so I don't know, that one might be bad too. And just for shits and giggles, we tested this one, which is only 410 cold cranking amps, and that ain't enough for that 460, I can tell you that right now. it's just showing weak. So that battery's actually good. Now that'll be the one I use on my lawnmower when I get it going, that I just got. So we're going to stick this one here back on charge until tomorrow, and in the meantime I'm going to get a hold of Sears and let them know what's going on here. But we haven't had that battery very long, so boy, that tester come in handy. I bought that at Advance. Never owned one. Bought that back when I bought this battery for the truck. So that just gives you a clue, just a little glimpse of what I have to deal with on a daily basis. I kid you not, man. You guys might not believe it, but I have got the shittiest luck that any one man could ever have. I don't know why. I don't know what I've done in my past life that caused me to deserve what is handed to me. But, you know, we paid really good money for this battery. It was over $100. I think it was like $156 for this battery. This battery ought to last longer than that. Now, I had this truck checked, and there is no drain on it. So, you know, when I had it checked, at that time, it did have a drain on it, but it was because of the field wire. So, Battery Mart fixed it, and they ran a field on it, and because I had got aggravated with it, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to Battery Mart. So they tested it and found that there was something wrong with the field wire, so they replaced it and fixed the drain on the battery. So I know that there's no drain on it, and the only thing that runs in my truck is the memory on the stereo. And under the best conditions, that radio memory would take 2 months or 3 months to drain a battery to the point where it won't start your vehicle. But this is showing 11.80 volts right now, and it should have done more than just click. So for this thing to be reading bad for no older than this battery is, it should have started that truck. I hooked it up yesterday, I hooked this thing up yesterday, and it started right up. Tonight, nothing would start it. And I'm going to tell you what all I had on it. I had the charger on it. I had this on this battery right here, the one I took out of the truck. I had the jump starter on it. I had the charger on it, and I had the 410 cold cranking amp that's reading 12 point whatever volts and reading good on it at the same time, and it still wasn't started. So I checked the solenoid, jumped it over with the screwdriver. It was clicking. So I don't know. The only thing I know to do next is replace the ends. I do have one new end. I've got another one here somewhere. I got a couple of them here somewhere where I've refurbished them. That one there was an old one that I refurbished and made new again, painted it red, and then cleaned the inside of it so it's nice and clean. And I'm going to put that on it, and then I've got another one I painted black and did the same thing to. So soon as I find it, I moved it to a place where I knew where it would be and I could find it easily. Imagine that. So I guess we're gonna stop this video and see what this charge does overnight, and if it still doesn't show charged by morning, or hell for that matter at 11.8, it shouldn't take long to charge at with that charger. With the charger on it, it's reading 13.96, almost 14 volts. So we know it's charging, because if I take the leads off, we've got 12.5, and it's coming down. It's counting down right now. Now, it started out at 12.50. It is now at 12. 11. 11.96. 11.95. 11.94. I think that battery's bad. It shouldn't be counting down that fast. So, I think the battery is the problem. I think that's been the whole problem from day one. Because there's no reason for my truck, the radio memory, to drain this down. So apparently I got a bad battery from the get-go. So we're going to get with Sears and see if we can't straighten this out. Because I can't be doing this. This is bullshit. To have to go through all this much effort just to go out and start my truck. So, you know, not to mention you got to reset all your presets on your stereo. You know, that kind of stuff will piss me off more than anything on the face of this planet, because it's an aggravation that is unnecessary, and you know, it drains me. It starts throwing me into a depression, because it's just more effort that I have to put in it than it would be if it was a normal situation. So, you know, I keep buying all these bad parts, and I paid a lot of money for that battery. And for this to be happening, this doesn't sit well with me. So, you know, not to mention it's freaking cold out there. 38 degrees. And actually it feels colder than that, but because I've been out in 38 degree weather or 40 degree weather, and my toes are froze right now. I've been in here for probably a half hour, and my toes are still froze. My fingertips are finally coming to play, or getting normal. Alright, without bitching anymore, I'm going to end this video. You guys have a good one. Hope you guys are enjoying the snow. As you can see, I'm not. The old lady's car door, I told her, I said, you need to get out there and start your car, make sure it's nice and warm, so that we know your battery ain't draining either. We did have a problem with hers last year, but that was because the starter was bad. We replaced the starter and everything was fine after that. Every time we got her car, we had to do this bullshit too. So, hope you guys are enjoying it more than I am. You guys have a good one. Later.